Well, hang on. I mean, because it wasn't just all about what was going on in your mind, was it? Because there were people hacking into your. There was a particular incident I remember that must have been pretty horrendous because an email went out. It looked like it came from you, and there were death threats and there were phone calls, and so so it wasn't all internal. It was there was external stuff happening to you as well.
That came along about 6 weeks before I ended up going bankrupt. Right. Where I was a few months before that. Okay. I'd actually got to the point of going, right, this is going to happen. There's nothing I can do about it now. Right, what needs to get sorted out? Right, well, the most important thing that needs to get sorted out is once it's broken, it's going to be broken. Because I spoke to all my creditors, and all bar two wanted to just say, yeah, we'll just go with you. Because my argument was
because you had all the property, and eventually property goes up in value.
I had the argument of, well, the property will eventually go up in value. I said, and besides which, I said, I'm the sort of person that go out and create millions. I said, your best bet is to tie me to the ground and let me just go and do my stuff. Because at any point you can push the kill button. So just leave it as it is.
So why push the kill button now?
Why push the kill button now? But everybody thought I'd got money buried in the ground and this sort of thing. So anyway, sure enough, I hadn't. But the point was, I looked at it and thought, right, well, how do I fix this? And I thought, right, well, I have to fix it with my mind. That's the foundation of everything. Because when your mind's right, you can do anything, and if your mind's wrong, you can't do anything. So I just sat back and went, right, okay, and I created 2 worlds for myself. And I created the world where I had to deal with all that stuff that was going on, and there was no emotional attachment. It wasn't like, oh, I'm scared to go there or anything like that. It was all sort of matter of fact. Well, that's what's going on.
That's what it is.
That's what it is, and I'm not going to fight against that. And I surrounded myself with personal development and everything I could read on the subject to keep myself in this enclosed bubble, if you like.
In the zone,
Yeah, keep when you're in the zone. Well, I made a conscious effort to remain 100% in the zone, and I just got deeper and deeper into it, and more serene as I went further and further into it, and it became easier and easier. So I had this stuff I had to deal with, like the death threats and things like that. And it was a case of, well, I'd just go into it and deal with them in a very much the same way as you would answer anybody who was, your best friend sort of thing. You wouldn't, there was no emotional attachment at all. And it wasn't like I was this, super strong-minded person that could just hold it all off. No, I just absorbed it. I just surrendered to whatever was going to happen, and I accepted whatever had happened. So there was no.
So you weren't fighting against it.
There was nothing to fight. Yeah. So the problem is, all pain is caused by your non-acceptance of what is. So you know what I'm talking about here. It's a case of everybody saying, "Oh, I don't want this to happen. I can't face thinking about that." Well, all that's doing is creating a barrier. Whereas I just went and accepted it, and I surrendered to whatever was going to happen, and accepted whatever had happened. And as I did that, so it just became easier and easier and easier. And when all of that was going on, and the hacking was going on, and people had broken into software and that sort of thing, it was just very much a case of, okay, this is just another event to handle,